Hey there guys, welcome to the Amazing Brick Network. I'm Tori Favreau. I hope this finds you well and that you've been having a lot of fun building and also checking out those builds on the Amazing Brick Network on Facebook. It's a group, in case this is the first time you're watching. There's about 14 different groups and we showcase the builds on this YouTube channel. And it doesn't matter what class of builder you consider yourself to be. We like to celebrate everyone and what they're doing. So you could be a first-time poster putting a picture on. Good chance you'll find yourself on the video. We celebrate creativity and also just the joy that Lego brings us all. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the episode. No mucking around, hitting that subscribe, ringing the bell, so as you know when we're going to put new shows out. We've got a lot of content planned and we're excited to bring it to you. So without further ado, let's get into it, okay? I am so excited to announce this. We've finally got merchandise. If you do want to represent the network, then just simply go to amazingbricknetwork.com and you'll be able to find, there isn't a lot there because I didn't want to inundate, but there's basically t-shirts, hoodies, cups, badges, and I just thought I'd invite you to have a look at this. I'm excited to be able to bring it to you. We do have some designers from the network working on some limited edition things to cater to your taste, so I can't wait to show you. We should be kicking off with some pirate themed stuff, then we'll move to trains and the modular buildings and work our way through something for everyone. In the meantime, Lego have announced that they've got their new Christmas set up and ready. VIP members should be able to access that now. It should be a lot of fun. This looks like such a great little set. The Elf Clubhouse does come with numerous elves and it is open at the back so you can see what's going on. I did want to show this because you know I love my minifigures. Caleb did put this picture up in the Amazing Lego Marketplace. It is for sale, but look at all those minifigure parts. It drives me crazy. It looks so good. Evan, thank you for sending this through, my friend. So check out the boots. He's modified the minifig and he was wondering, what do people think? Do they like the boots? Do they not like them? I do like my classic minifigures, I must confess, but these certainly add an element to the figures that I hadn't thought of before. I really appreciate you sharing this to the group, mate, and asking people what their thoughts were. It does look pretty cool and it's certainly unique. Chris, thank you for sending this through. I do love this. It's a build-up fortress here. You've done an absolutely amazing job. It's beautiful and bright for that matter. Well laid out. There is definitely a story going on with this diorama. I do love the plates being used there to show the cobblestones. It's just so well done. Lauren, I just love this minifigure picture. This is Captain Francis Madison Grimm of the AMS Predator. Such a cool minifigure. And Lauren has said to me that will be coming through in more detail soon. Such a good video from our friend Maria at Mind the Brick. Here's a little bit more of a little look at it. I do love the amount of detail that you've put into this, and if you do look there at the tiles, it's just quite exceptional. It's such a beautiful little build, and I do hope that this goes well. If any of you are going into this competition, this is certainly something to look for. The level of detail, it's beautiful, small. It's just an absolute credit. Mind the Brick is constantly putting out some pretty cool stuff. You might have seen the watermill. This is just another example of her great work. Wyatt, thank you for sending this through. Such a beautiful mock-up here. I do love it. It is packed with detail. It's nice and big. I mean, you could imagine like all your little minifigures going there and checking out the place, going to get a feed and enjoy themselves. Beautiful detailing on the top, on the roof there with the architraves. I do like the use of the tiles at the top, the little half circular ones. Of course, that burger is wonderful as well, and you've got the beer above it. So burger and a beer. Sounds like a good day out for our minifigures. Just remember, don't drink and drive. We've got our drive-through section to the side here. Once again, laid out just spectacularly. A little bit more detail, maybe some tiles on the ground there. I do like the snot technique. Inside we've got a band playing, and this is really well done. I do love the fact all the instruments are there. This is just a beautiful layout and it really does make me very happy looking at it. So thank you so much for incorporating this and sharing it with the group. It's highly appreciated and it looks utterly spectacular. Our friend Russell contributed this. This is the Mtron sets. Classic Space, we've had a few new members here and they're starting to put stuff in. This looks utterly beautiful, the way it's all laid out. There is just so much attention to detail. And I'm so glad to start seeing some posts in amazing Lego space. It just looks fantastic. I'd love to see some more of the Classic Space photos as well. We will have some of those coming up, but this is just a beautiful layout that is jam-packed full of detail. It must have been a joy to see. Michael, thank you for putting this through, mate. So we've got our classic spaceship there, but as always, Michael thinks outside the box and he's put it on rails of all things. So you can just imagine that zipping around. It would be even cooler if you could somehow modify it that it did go up into an elevated track, and look at that thing go, that's actually nuts. And going around a classic space station, that would be really cool. Speaking of, we've got some classic space sets here. I owned most of these when I was younger. Sadly, I don't have a lot of them anymore, though they are very easily brick built, and they're just a beautiful setup. There's something very innocent and sweet about the classic space lineup, and I think that's why it's really stood up to the test of time. It's utterly fantastic. Thank you, mate. David sent through this set and he put it through on one of the other groups. I urged him to put it through on the horror set. This is just a beautiful, creepy little build that he's done. It's nothing short of beautiful, and there's so much attention to detail. I'd love to know how you managed to build out sideways. You're using a lot of techniques here that I'm not familiar with, and I must admit it is just so jam-packed. I'd like to buy that just as a little baby set. I think it is just awesome. And there's more of the horror layouts. They just look absolutely amazing. For those of you who do want to get into doing other bits and pieces, DK Books has just released the Spooky Sticker Collection, and with more than 1,000 stickers there, I'm sure you can decorate whatever you want, whether you're a kid or a grown-up. You will have a lot of fun with this set. It just is jam-packed, filled with awesome little pictures. I love it. Michael sent this through. Previously, I did show an Octane mock that he was doing. Mock is my own creation, and he's finally built the train set that he was working on. And I will say that it looks brilliant, mate. I do think an Octane set is long overdue, because Octane is such a massive part of Lego and Lego's history. And I do like the way that you've done the carriages. They're beautiful, shiny, so vibrant, and just so well done. I appreciate you as always and everything that you do for the group. And let's go and just check out some more detail here in the still pictures that are coming up, because sometimes when you've got video, things are moving around a little bit too quick. Jam-packed again. Lord Business is not going to be craggling this set. I'll tell you right now, Michael. I'm glad he's walking away. He is nefarious. Now, Michael has been good enough here. He's also modified it even more. The set now has lighting, and it adds that little bit more to it. You've got a beautiful layout here, and it looks utterly fantastic. Thank you so much. Anthony did the Sharknose Greyhound, the Pennsylvania T1 duplex drive. This build is actually a powerhouse. I was shocked at how much detail is in there. As you can see, this thing is very, very heavily brick built. It is packed full of detail. It's just everything you can imagine and then more. This would be something like, I know the Crocodile's been a very popular Lego set, but goodness me, folks, I think that most train enthusiasts would be jumping at the chance to own this set. It is just so beautifully put together. I'm almost speechless when I do try to take in all the detail. There we go. There's another shot. And also the station's been built. Don't overlook the fact that that train is in a station. Okay, guys? This is utterly wonderful. Terrence sent through this video. I love it. It's just of his city. Now, Terrence is a fairly new member, and I must admit, you guys are probably going to see a lot more from this very talented builder. I appreciate everything that you guys send through. Terrence, as a new member, has been sending a lot of things through lately, and some of his mocks and creative builds will have your mind blown. You are all amazing, but I do love the fact that this guy has just joined the group and he's contributing so much already. It's just utterly fabulous. Thank you, Terrence. Kurt, I adored this little set. I love these little neat layouts. They are just so well done. It's just a beautiful set of like a fair. I love the layout. I can imagine the little procession. It's perfect as a little diorama. This is a great set. So make sure you do give it your support, because the amount of detail in this little brick built creation is utterly spectacular, right down to the police having like the police little placard on the side. It's just gorgeous. Thank you. I fell in love with this build. So the username here, I don't have the builder's real name. My first mock, Hun. I'm hoping Hun is the builder's first name, but they're certainly on the creations page, so you can certainly go to Amazing Lego Creations and peep this out. I've never seen anyone attempt a small house build before. You may have seen them in real life, the container homes. This is such a great depiction of it. I mean, seriously, minifigure scale build. You couldn't complain if this was your home. It's so beautifully laid out. And there we go. We've got even more detail with lighting. It's just stunning, mate. I really envy. I would love to see this go through and be made into something real that people could just enjoy just the great work that you've done. Thank you as always. Thank you, everyone. This is just brilliant. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. You're the reason why we do this. Please continue to join all the fun on the Amazing Brick Network. Send your photos, like and subscribe the show, share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, as always, make sure that you do nothing but have happy building. Thank you.